We're in Cornwall here in the UK. This is a place that voted overwhelmingly for Brexit, and now it's dealing with the reality of life after the EU. The county of Cornwall in the southwest corner of England has received more than €1 billion from the European Union since 2000 to help boost the local economy. Here we found that some Cornwall-based businesses are jittery about the uncertainty around leaving the EU, so they're making their own preparations. Rob Sanders and Colin Phillipson founded Glass, an agri-tech startup that helps farmers track data like food supply and animal health. They told us they created Glass to help Britain's farmers who are worried about losing EU subsidies.
It's been set up in light of uncertainty from Brexit because people want a way to really monitor how they're doing on their farm business and be able to improve their efficiency and ultimately their profitability.
Farmers in the UK receive an estimated 50 to 60% of their income from direct payments through the EU's Common Agricultural Policy. UK officials have promised to continue subsidizing farmers after Brexit, but in a rural area like Cornwall, there's plenty of uncertainty over where that money will come from.
Cornwall in the past has had quite a lot of funding from the EU, so I suppose we're transitioning to where perhaps businesses like ourselves will be able to help generate the economy and keep it running nicely.
Glass was created at a partly EU-funded incubator called Launchpad, which is located at Falmouth University in Cornwall. It's one of many businesses we found that's benefited from EU money. Between 2014 and 2020, Cornwall will receive more than €1,000, that's around $1,200 per person in EU structural funds. That's the most of any region in the UK.
Hi. Yes, I am.
Elizabeth.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Nice to
Very
meet you.
pleased to meet you. Come in.
We met Fiona Campbell-Howes.
This is our office in Penryn in Cornwall.
She moved from London to Cornwall 10 years ago, where she launched her own copywriting agency. She received EU funding and support to get her business off the ground.
Without it, we wouldn't be where we are today. I don't think that the business would even be here. I don't know even if it would be more than me.
Now, Fiona is one face of a campaign that's partly funded by the EU to help bring more business and investment into Cornwall.
Cornwall has received quite a bit of funding from EU, whether it's the university or a business like yours. How fearful do you think businesses are that this is going to change now after Brexit?
There's quite a lot of concern that there just won't be access to the funding on one hand, but the support services on the other hand. And there are lots of people here who are setting up their own businesses, lots of creative people who are setting up creative businesses but don't necessarily have the kind of business management skills that you need, especially not to get a business off the ground.
Fiona told us some businesses in Cornwall, like hers, have benefited from EU investment more than others. Just think of Cornwall's fishing industry, which sees the EU as an impediment to business. For now, many businesses here in Cornwall say they're short on detail when it comes to the actual outcome of Brexit. But they say they're facing the uncertainty and the reality of life without the EU head on. Hey everyone, it's Elizabeth. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out more of our videos over here. We're also always taking your suggestions for future ideas, so leave those in the comments section. Talk to you later.